The 150th league meeting of Newcastle and Everton. Not much to choose between them over 111 years. But with Everton having had little to cheer in recent visits here, no league win at St James's Park in their last 7. For Newcastle, it's the same team that won at West Brom a fortnight ago, their first win in 7 Premier League games. Peter Löwenkrantz was a scorer in that match, and the Dane stays in to make his 4th Newcastle appearance, whilst captain Nicky Butt today becomes only the 12th player to reach the landmark of 400 games in the Premier League. Next in line for that is Everton's captain Phil Neville, Butt's long-time Manchester United teammate, who's only 6 games behind him. Enforced changes for his toughest team today, with Tony Hibbert and Tim Cahill suspended. In come Joseph Yobo and Joe, cup-tied last week, but a scorer of 2 goals on his debut against Bolton. Joe Kinnear left hospital yesterday. We wish him well in his recuperation from a triple heart bypass. Continuing to man the fort in his absence, Chris Hughton, alongside Colin Calderwood in the Newcastle dugout. As we start the action with a rather relaxed late Sunday afternoon feel in the air at St James's Park. Newcastle United a much more contented side after a win 2 weeks ago at West Bromwich Albion. Amazing what 3 points can do after a long run without managing a Premier League victory. This is a really bright run early on from Dan Gosling, twisting and turning his way past Colaccini, and he wasn't far away with the strike on goal either. That's history against the North East already this season. His first Everton goal came in a 3-0 win against Sunderland at the end of December. That was a really encouraging start to the game for the 18-year-old. There's Enrique. Each of his touch. Newcastle's throw after a little bit of consultation between assistant and referee. To Löwenkrantz out to the edge of the area. He was dispossessed by his former Rangers colleague Mikel Arteta, who stayed down and is waving towards the Everton bench and needs treatment. And Arteta's in distress. Just about the last player Everton could afford to get injured today. Jarring of the right knee, and the signal is that he's not going to play any further part. Just 3 minutes in, another midfielder down. David Moyes is concerned, and I would think a wee bit frustrated too. You can never accuse the Newcastle United supporters of not being generous, and they are giving a round of applause to the Spaniard. Segundo Castillo has come on. Just his 4th game in the Premier League, just his 8th for Everton all told. Song comes awkwardly behind, corner. Everton launching an aerial bombardment towards Stephen Harper's goal. Getting his head to it there was Yobo. It's off the line, Nolan down, still not clear. Joe was jumping and Duff has got the ball to safety now. Löwenkrantz further away. What a servant for Newcastle United Steve Harper has been. It's Yobo who gets in, he's directed it goalwards, and look at the late reaction and the flick away by Harper. That's a great save, you know. Must have seen it so late. Baines. Rodwell on the run. Cini's gone with him. Corner. Still pretty quiet around St James's Park. Everton have done most of the attacking. That's one of the reasons why. And another chance here. Gosling. Harper struggling. Rodwell got in. Newcastle have got the ball to safety. Just seem at times to be more blue on the pitch. Look at Rodwell losing Nolan and finding his shot. Cleared off the line. Combination of Harper and Ryan Taylor in the right place. Chippy, challenged by Basong, he felt unfairly. Newcastle will go again, and the longer they're in possession, the louder it gets. It's Nolan, it's Löwenkrantz with a lovely chance, and he's put it wide. In the Premier League, they don't come much more simple than that. Well worked by Newcastle. Nolan into the Dane, Löwenkrantz. Tim Howard was out quickly, but he still should have scored. You would have put good money on him scoring the chance that Peter Lovenkrantz has just squandered. Duff. Jose Enrique. Came off Phil Jagielka, and it's going to be a free kick to Newcastle a little further down the field because Duff was sent sprawling by Phil Neville. There's the shout for hands, but I think the free kick was given for that. There's two in the wall. And Mason is happy that it is the right distance from the ball. Ryan Taylor put in at pace. Jagielka got to it. Howard can't get to it, and it's gone in. Has it been ruled out? Yeah, foul on the keeper. It's Amiobi leaning into Tim Howard, who's sent crashing. You can see Amiobi looking across to the keeper and putting his arm across before the ball is there. It's that little look. I think that's cost him, and then the elbow. Maybe Jackie Milburn would have got away with it. Jose Enrique. Hesitant, allowed Anichebe to come back. Most of St James's Park were trying to warn him. Now Kevin Nolan has brought down Victor Anichebe and is going to be punished for it. It's a red card for Nolan, and Kevin Nolan can't believe it. I think any Newcastle supporter can. How bad was the tackle? Does he stamp down? Oh yes, oh yes. It's an awful tackle, and I don't know why Nolan had the surprised look on his face. So Joe's knocked down. Joe will go again. Nicky Butt gave the ball to him. Phil Neville out wide. Fellaini in the middle. Neville's cross aimed towards Fellaini. Did Butt get a touch to it? Yes, it's an Everton corner. Jagielka's gone near post. Fellaini right in front of Harper. Nicky Butt in front of everybody to clear. Joe. It's Jagielka. And now Joleon Lescott. Came off Colaccini. It's Joseph Yobo now setting himself to strike. Put everything he had into the shot. Fizzed over the bar in a flash. Joseph Yobo has scored a couple of goals for Everton against Newcastle, including one here in a 4-2 defeat for the Toffees. Baines. Joe. Fellaini. It's a smart turn, and here's Baines. Chance to cross. And Gutierrez was there to clear. Martins. Look at Gutierrez breaking through. He's all on his own in the Everton half. Taking on Yobo and trying to chip Tim Howard. Well, to be fair to the Argentinian, he had no support at all. Had to do something pretty special. Great work by Martins. Again, a little casual from Joleon Lescott. Look at Gutierrez being forced away from goal all the time by Yobo. Made it all the more difficult. Good defending by the Nigerian. Castillo to Sahar. Sahar able to push it on. And Sahar able to go for goal. Underneath the shot. Sensed the chance though, Louis Sahar. In truth, Everton simply haven't done enough to win the